This is a response video to everyone who says that they've never heard a man complain. I'm going to give you some insights into why a lot of men don't complain. As we grow up as males, we are often told that, we are not to show pain, we are not to show anything that would paint us as being vulnerable. We are supposed to be strong at all times. The stereotypes that society places upon us are reinforced by the reactions of people when we do break those stereotypes. When a man opens up about the pain and the suffering that he's experiencing, we are oftentimes met with a lot of hostility and a lot of attacks to our characters. I've had family and even friends tell me that I need to let it go. I need to stop whining. I need to stop complaining that I'm not mutilated, that I'm not hurt. I'm just making a big deal out of something. And I need to stop being a pussy. I need to stop being a sissy. I need to grow up. And as I said, that's family and friends that have told me this. I've had people ask me why it's so, why is this so important to me? And often these people know the reason, they just don't think it's an important reason, but it is. There are a lot of men who don't speak up because they can't deal with the lack of support that society gives us. And it's not just the lack of support, but it's the hostility that we get when we do speak up. Society in general looks at men as having no issues. Like we don't have any problems in this world to deal with. That anything we say is just of no importance. And because of that, a lot of men will keep the anger and the pain and the suffering inside, boiling up until some have actually committed suicide over this. I've even contemplated it before, but I have a family that I don't want to put through that. I have a wife and daughter that I love so much that I do not want to put them through that hell. People don't understand that this is a big part of us. I mean, it's part of our bodies that, for the most part, is being taken from us for no medical reasons. If you seriously look at it, all of the medical reasons are things that affect men, not boys. Stuff that the men can make a decision on. Religion. Freedom of religion is such an important aspect of our society, yet you negate the freedom of religion for a child by carving your own religion into their body. You don't allow them to make that decision for themselves. There are so many complications that happen, but are rarely put out there. Mine, I've said so many times before, and I'm tired of writing it down. So here's what I deal with. They took too much skin from me because they did it as an infant. When they cut you as an infant, they have no idea how exactly puberty is going to affect you. And when I went through puberty, it became apparent that they took way too much. And because of that, now I've got really tight erections. And yes, my skin will rip and tear, which will leave me with open wounds, which make me more susceptible to STDs and anything else that circumcision is supposed to protect me from, right? But I've had people tell me that I'm lying. I've had people tell me that I'm faking it, because they don't want to admit that there are reasons it shouldn't be done. Because if they have to admit that it's wrong, then they might have to own up to the fact that they might have done something to their child that's wrong. There are a lot of regret parents out there because they realize what they did was not needed. A lot of us that have been harmed want you to know, but some have given up on it. Some are afraid to talk to people about it because of the hostility that we get. I've been told that I'm in the low percentage, that I don't matter. Imagine yourself in my shoes, having to suffer through pain, often during sex, and being told, oh, that's just you, it don't matter. There are more of us out there who don't say anything because of the fact that we are met with people who say that kind of stuff. It is not that it's not happening. It's that it really wears us down. I have had times when I've had to rage out. I had to yell and scream because of the way that I get treated when I'm trying to help people learn of the complications. And for people to come back and just tell me, well, you're the low percentage. That's like saying I'm the allowable damaged. You can't break a few eggs, right? Even when those eggs are human lives. This is why a lot of men don't speak up. But a lot of us will. I'm hoping more and more of us will speak up and let our voices be heard. Circumcision does more damage than any benefit it can provide. It takes away a lot more function than benefits given, if you really look at it. But please think about this the next time you try and say, I've never heard anybody complain. There are those of us who will complain, and that's what we're met with. Right after we talk about how we've been negatively affected, how we've been mutilated. We have people go, well, I've never heard a person complain. I just told you. Were you not listening? So do me a favor. Stop with the I've never heard a person complain. Try and open your mind up to the fact that there are a lot of us out there who have been harmed, who have been mutilated. And I do mean mutilated, because we're not even able to enjoy sex to the point of a person whose circumcision didn't hurt them as much as us. Sex is something that's supposed to be really enjoyable, and we shouldn't have to try and have it without fearing whether or not we're going to hurt ourselves because of what was done to us. I thank you for listening, and ask that if you have any questions or you want to add anything to this, please make a comment. But also, please be serious. Thank you.